Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and welcome to the first, the only, well hopefully not the only, because I would eventually like to buy groceries with this, but the first monetized video. There is no more swearing. Swearing is done. You can have extreme, extraordinaire violence. You can get into a scrappy brawl with a rioter, beat the ever-living crap out of an eldritch entity. That's alright. But we drop one too many F-bombs, it's over. But we can say WTF though. So, you know, here we are. You probably already skipped the ad. You're like, oh, what the I almost did it! I almost did it! You're like, oh, what the frick? There's an ad here, and then you click skip. Or, if you're based, you're using, the ad blocker that still works. But, you should watch the ads on my videos. You should give me money. Ooh! There we go, yeah. It's parole violation. We are not going to be violating any of the, advertising terms of services, however, though. Oh, hey, look, it's Yoga Thag. We need a life coach in our life right now. So, the thing about parole violation is that it takes the good part of Miku, and it turns it into the bad part of Miku. We have minus 10% Doom, and originally, you know, I said this about every challenge, but this was easier before 1.0, and it was actually easier before character events got introduced, because Miku's character events are really, really bad. You don't really want to get any of them, because they're bad. They all increase your Doom. So it's just more vital clues we could potentially walk into, which would not be very good. So, strength, charisma, and dexterity, maybe, but mostly second mystery light source, Takashi. So we've only got 2 guaranteed stat checks. We are definitely going to be raising strength, 100%. Probably just buy a monkey wrench and put every EXP level we have into strength. That sounds like a good idea to me. Probably how you do this one is you avoid the, I'm trying to coin the term MBM, Mandatory Boss Mystery. Avoid MBMs. You re-roll until you only get 1 or none, if you're willing to spend that amount of time. There's so many of them now. Like originally, you didn't even need a term for it, because it was just like Crimson Cape. And now, it's like, there's so many of them. Like, almost every new mystery has been mandatory bosses. It's nuts, it really is. So we're probably just gonna go, like, I honestly think, I wish you could choose a backstory here, because if you wanted it to be really easy, I would say take 7th Curse, buy a monkey wrench and a compass, and just sort of, like, live your life. We are definitely gonna take the schoolyard, because, like, 15 EXP is a heck of an ask, sure, but potentially getting +3 stats, or, like, a +1/+1 heal, or, I mean, cheaper pharmacy items might as well be nothing, unless you're Mizuki, in which case Fame kind of helps a little bit. I think we're kind of happy with this. We are never going to prepare as Miku, ever, because it's a horrible idea. It's awful. I mean, it's a radical item. It's cool. The cool factor is apparent and real. We'll look for Moriko on the TV real quick. Let me just gobsmack you momentarily. But yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, the easiest ways to do this event, or challenge, I should say, and we have not seen Moriko yet, I guarantee that. With all the clicks, all through the fire, through the flames, through the loading screens, there we go. Saw it right at the end there. How do I put this? Really, you would kind of play it like an ill-fated run, where you get, like, your lighthouse stats to 8, and then you just power level your combat stat. Oh my god, okay. So we have a pretty decent line here, and I think this is what we want to abuse our minus 10% Doom on, because we do start with minus 10% Doom. So you can abuse the shopping mechanics a little bit more than you normally would be. You're getting a little taste of what it's like to be Toshiaki, what it's like to hold the Necronomicon in your hands. I think we probably go footage painting. And what we want to do is immediately, like, it's on site here, I am willing to sell my bottle of water. So you just go to the hardware store, and you see the HDF, you sell your bottle of water, Because you still want to make this happen with the least amount of doom possible, you know what I mean? And another thing, specifically if you get Yogathag, is you need to play around doomed locations and the police station, because you only get to use the police station once before Yogathag starts penalizing you for going. It's still worth it, I'm pretty sure. Like, it's not worth it for a one-off, because it's 2% doom and you lower the threat level by 1, versus 1% doom lowering the threat level by 1. So if you have to go there multiple times, it's totally worth it. If you have to go there once, I don't think it's worth it. Yogathag kind of makes you think just a little bit about this. So we got cursed once, and that's not a horrible curse. We are going to go against Yogathag here just because we have the Doom to mess around with, I guess. I'm not going to feel too happy about that one, just because it's like it's a safe location. We need to just kind of get a move on with the game. This is potentially really big. I think if we get Desert, I'm going to go for... I mean, I don't really care about this. I am going to take Stamina, though, because we're full Sanity, and Doomed already is a great perk. The problem is I really want to get Fuel before we go to Painting, but I don't think we'll be able to do that, because I really, really don't... we're just going to wait for the Jar of Blood, I think. So the Forest is doomed, the Mansion is safe, so you've got to even if it kind of hurts a little bit, you gotta do this, you gotta go to the forest. The reason why we do it like that is, yeah, we potentially would have had a well, we do have a doomed village, but we had a doomed village and then the Yogathag could potentially tell us not to go there. That would have hurt a lot, but it's just gonna be 2% doom, and we set up Painting pretty nicely. Like, we're not... I mean, we hate to take all that. Going to the Upper Kingdom, or whatever it's called, was horrible, right? Like, we got lucky there. It was stamina damage, but, you know, you gotta appreciate anytime you get a nice dice roll. First enemy, by the way. This guy, you don't want to fight this guy. Like, you look at it right here, you're looking at your brace, you're looking at your attack. It's not good. I think what you've got to do is regain 1 reason and run. And that sucks, don't get me wrong, especially because we're trapped in hell for, like, a significant... This is the thing... Like, this is stamina, right? Yeah, you just gotta take the -2 stamina there. You can't potentially get, like, plus 4% Doom right after that. That's so bad. And I gotta go Jar of Blood, which is bad because we can seriously die. Like, we can seriously die not only in this mystery, but we can seriously die in the next. Because remember, you can get the same events multiple times. So, we're gonna get a grip here, which is real bad. Don't get me wrong. But if we navigate this, if we thread the needle, which is RNG, if we thread the needle, we're not looking too bad here. Now, the end game, the It's So Jover, is if we lose our 2 funds in Painting. If we lose our 2 funds, it really is over. It's never been so over. We didn't get roads closed, but we did get time skip, so that's not very good. That's just an insult. Because we didn't fight anyways, so it wouldn't have really mattered. I'll take the +1 perception then. We do have a perception weapon. You've gotta take the Doom here, as much as I hate to see it. We rolled a 1. Now that's horrible. The threat level in the forest apparently got increased over the course of the mystery, so we're not feeling too good about this, because, you know, it was a 1 + 2. You gotta take the injury. Even if the injury is really bad, we wouldn't be worried about coughing blood if we were if this was normal Miku. I can tell you that much. This is a very interesting enemy because she allegedly may or may not pay for herself, and I think we're incentivized to fight here. And the thing is, our combat hasn't gotten better because Mayhem doesn't exist here. So I think the problem is I think she can just kill us. So we got dodging, blocking. Oh, wow, so cool. That's crazy, dude. You can take her down to 9, then what does that do? Like, that doesn't matter. We can throw the flashlight, though. And then what? Do, like, a 60-60? I mean, you gotta. Because you can't run away from her. But you can't really take damage. So we might have lost the game because of that, but, like, you have to throw the game away on 2 60% chances. There's not really not having Mayhem is so bad. And then not having the Chainsaw immediately is also horrible. So again, if we win this mystery, the chance, like, this is huge. Like, if this gives us a sewing kit, oh my god, that's beautiful. That's a win condition all on its own, is getting the sewing kit hair. Like, that's such an amazing boost in healing. That +3/+3. Like, look at this. Like, we're still hanging in here. We're still alive. And we're not even really worried about it at this point. You definitely do have to take sanity here, just because we can't afford to rest, and we need to start, like... Honestly, you wish you had Doomed already, because Doomed already would go undeniably hard, but we're going into a potential, potential combat. We didn't get it, but potential combat with adrenaline, HDF. Our knowledge is too bad to reliably use it, though. We were very unlucky to get, like, 2 pieces of combat with the HDF. We really didn't want that. School Scissors is potentially a lose condition on its own. Coma is... We can't do Coma right now. Like, Coma is so bad. I think, in a very weird way, we need to do the boss mystery now, because we will not have the health to survive this later. So what we need to do is very simple. We need to go here, get money, and then we need to go to the hardware store, and we need to see fuel. And there it is. We see the fuel, we use the fuel. Now the run is looking to stabilize quite a bit. However, it's not so easy, because... Do I want to do the side quest? I really don't want to, actually. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make Yogathag mad, and then we're gonna put that to a low threat level area, because we're gonna have to go here a few times. So, here's a few things that could go wrong. One, here's the thing. Coughing blood is something we could go get treated. I don't know if I want to get it treated, though, because the 2% Doom might actually lose us the game. I'm not even joking. I think what I'll do is, even though it's a risk, like every investigation we could potentially die, is we're gonna wait until the old god blocks our path. And when he does, we're gonna go to the hospital, we're gonna sell the handcuffs, and then we're gonna get Coughing Blood cured. Coughing Blood's real bad, by the way. But that 2% Doom, legitimately, listen, that 2 stamina from the painkillers could win us the... Oh no, man, am I dumb? How many times do you have to go into the forest for this mystery? I think it's just once, but I could totally be wrong. I haven't committed any of this to memory. You know, if we have to go twice, it's over. Oh god. Okay, so our block is good now. We can guarantee this thing is dead. We take 1 damage, looking very good. Listen, the +2 damage that we get, or not, sorry, the +2 stamina that we get from this could win us the game. The +2 Doom that we got from this could lose us the game. Oh my god, dude, this is horrible. I think this is the monument now, and then you hope it's money, I guess? Yeah. I think we actually get rid of the painkillers. Because you can't, like... You can't keep using the police station, you can't keep... There's a lot of stuff that you can't keep doing, it feels really bad. Yogathag is one of the most swingy old gods in the game, because Yogathag can do nothing for like 90% of your playthrough, and then... Innsmouth Curse, gosh darn. Innsmouth Curse, or sorry... Okay, this is actually good, this works out. Because we start with Desperation. Sewing Kit cancels out the attack. Now, this is a little problematic to an extent. Actually, you know, I'm gonna be real with you. I know we have Desperation Does it update at the end of the turn, or can we still use it? We can still use it, actually. That's crazy. Wait, really? Huh. Okay. So that would do 10. This would do 14. I mean, that would work. We can't do it yet, though. Do we have an ally? Do we have anything we can do here? No, I think you just take the 2. We're not throwing the HDF. That's not happening. We need that for stat checks. We'll just take 2. Taking 2 damage from a boss fight is like... That's completely fine. That's actually really cool. I thought it updated at the start of every turn, but it actually doesn't. You can just be at 3 health, heal over it, and then use Desperation later. That's actually pretty crazy. That's never come up. Doomed already is like... I can't even begin to describe how much of a win condition that is. Like, legitimately cannot begin to describe how good of anything that is. Like, holy crap. And almost, I just kind of want to level Perception. Our combat's really good, though. Are we going to level up 3 more times? Are we going to get to level 6? Honestly, I think the answer to that question is no. So yeah, I actually think we just mulligan it. I think we just mulligan it, yeah. We just level up Perception. We pretend like we're playing Ill-Fated, and we just level up our combat stat. Because I can't justify putting like 3 points into Strength and then not being able to hit that -3 at the end, you know? Like, I can't really justify that. School Scissors is really bad, but also, like, I think we have survivability now in a lot of different ways, and by different ways, I mean 2. We have a chainsaw, so we have a chainsaw, we have a light source, so we're going to be able to do some events. Although I actually can't think, does the light source have events at the school? I don't know. Not off the top of my head. I think you resist these 100%, even though you can't regenerate stamina in this mystery. The school doesn't have that many things that can take your stamina. Honestly, Mystery 4, 53% Doom, give it to me every single day of the week, brother. Now, I did say Yogathag's the most swingy old god, but we do have one nice benefit. You always want to fail this. We're never casting a spell. Curse Signs will literally do nothing this entire run, except this will give us 20 EXP, which is really great. Thank God it's Bow and Clap. So we have a little bit of a reprieve. When you're doing Yogathag, this is just general advice. Out-of-town mysteries are the best, because Yogathag does nothing. Like, literally, there is never a point where Yogathag will do anything in what we've got going on right here. It will never proc at all. Never proc in ever. Can we do this? I think we can do this, right? Yeah. We're good. So, here's the deal. This is actually like a good weapon, but the chainsaw is way better. Just because of the speed. And it only does 1 more damage. And it can break. Okay, so we've got I'll finish my train of thought in a second about Yogathag and out of town. Or, not out of town because we're in the school and that's in the town, but you know what I mean, right? Like, towns that lock you out of the... mysteries that lock you out of the town screen. I'll finish that thought in a moment. Do I need to remember this? Not really. But I'll try if it's easy. If it's 4 claps in a row, yeah, sure. Or if it's 4 bows in a row, sure. Yeah, no way in hell am I ever remembering that. Sorry. So, the thing... The risky thing about our run is that we're playing Miku. So, any investigation can be plus 7% Doom for fun. Any investigation can be plus 4% Doom for fun, because that's Vital Clue. Miku exclusively has the plus 7% Doom for fun. And then with the Terrorize event that we got earlier, which you can get multiple times, by the way, you can get plus 4 or 2% Doom if you win or lose a dice roll. And actually winning the dice roll gives you more Doom, because I was about to say the WTF word. I don't frickin' know, brother and or sister. We'll see if this video gets monetized. We need to do an experiment. If I can get through a World of Horror episode, and that World of Horror episode can be monetized. We'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. But, whatchamacallit, what was I gonna say? No mid-roll ads. I don't think I have mid-roll ads. I shouldn't. I'm pretty sure I unchecked that box. But what I was gonna say is, when you get locked out of the town screen like that, like we're School Scissors, so we have to investigate the school every single time, Yogathag will never proc on that. Same thing with, like, Freaky Flood, same thing with Violent Vigil, same thing with Fear Festival. Anything that locks you out of the town screen, Yogathag will never proc. So you actually do have some security there, the fact that we had School Scissors. Now, with this final mystery, again, we're playing Miku, so you can just randomly get 7% Doom for fun. You can just randomly get 4% or 2% Doom for fun based on a dice roll, or a -2 stamina cadaver. Or, you know, you can always get Vital Clued, that sucks. But also, with Yogathag, you can just get absolutely owned on the RNG. it is entirely possible for us to not be able to progress this mystery without Yogathag getting mad. It sucks, it's horrible, it's awful, you hate to see it, but it is indeed real and true. We've gotten completely screwed. See, you got downtown investigation right there. We gotta go to the monument. And honestly, we might just anger the entity right here, which might be a game-losing play, but it's the only way that we can refresh Akamanto without spending Doom. And admittedly, you're getting rid of all of your Doom mitigation forever, but, I mean, you know, it's a little bit risky, it's a little bit bad. So we're gonna take 2 stamina here, which is horrible, and in exchange, we're going to maybe be able to kill her on the next turn. Maybe be able to kill her on the next turn. 90, 90... Oh my god. There's no way I'm throwing the box cutter. It's doing 1 damage. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna throw the HDF. No. We have a light source. We have a light source check. Don't do that. God, I hate the box cutter. Oh, I hate the box cutter so much. Like, we already took, like, damage that is, like, almost unacceptable. Like, that's actually kind of horrible, to be honest with you. We might have to rest. Actually, resting is pretty realistic in this situation. So, guaranteed to kill, you can't. So, what you do is you do a 90, and then a 80? Oh no, man, I can't throw the game on this. I don't want to do multiple. I'm just playing it safe. I don't want to do fucking multiple. I have to bleep that out. If I remember. 21 minutes and 50 seconds. It's the ghoul fight. This was horrible, by the way. Box cutter moment, real. I don't want to do another parole violation run. It's like, hey, you want to play Miku, but she's bad? Like, sure. Oh my god, we have broken nose. No, you piece. Okay, so I've thrown the run, maybe. Listen, you haven't played this game enough if you don't think 60% Doom on the last mystery is Miku can make you lose. On a Yogathag, you have no idea. You have no idea the depths of depravity and hell that I have seen. I have to rest again. I have to. I can't be at, and then we just have to go here. We have to do these things. And I can't do that. And it's over. It's Jover. It's Jover. Darn you. Darn you, video game. You hate to see it. You absolutely hate to see it. Oh, come on, man. It's still possible, but it's also like, yeah, I don't think we're winning this one, Chief. It might still be possible, but, like, you get Vital Clued twice in one mystery, and you're like, oh my god. Check out that freezer. Pick up that rat. Okay, so I think we lost, but we might have a way to recover it. Maybe. Was it 2 stamina? Oh, hold on. Let me look at the lighthouse before I make a stupid decision with the thing that we can use. Okay, so we're taking -3, -3, and then we're good. That's Freaky Flood. Okay. We do have Innsmouth look, so do keep that in mind. So theoretically speaking, we're not dead, actually, but we have Innsmouth look, so we want to play around that. Now, we can't fully play around it because, you know, it's Innsmouth look, but we can potentially, maybe, if we get lucky, because we do have Innsmouth look, which could kill us. We can potentially do it big. Just maybe. I think there's a legitimate chance that we win, especially because we don't have Heart of Darkness, and we have, so that we can set up this play right here. I'm still, it's a little bit, it sucks just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. So, I mean, you're done. I don't have to worry about that. You are done. Why is it doing 15 damage? What is 7 plus 7? I don't know. That does 2? Okay, it's the charisma one that does 2. That's nuts. I almost want to see how much this one does. Listen, 3 years of ignoring that it says -2. You gotta be a little bit nicer to me. So the second mystery that we did was painting, obviously. And listen, you might think I was sandbagging, you might think I was over-exaggerating. We did not get working at the diner, where the game gives you 7% Doom for fun. Alright? I'm just saying, we didn't get that. If we got that, it would have been a lot sketchier. If we didn't take that -2 stamina at the beginning of the game, it would have been a lot sketchier. If we didn't dodge the 1 Yogurt egg by going to the monument and then making the outer entity mad, it would have been a lot sketchier, okay? Like, these things add up, and also we just could have gotten unlucky on Yogurt egg at any time, and then it would have been so Jover. Where is this? I'm trying to find out the... So it's like, Haru's challenge is here. And the achievement layout makes no sense. Okay, you're gonna have to forgive me. But Dad, Ghost Town, Ghastly Presence. I'm looking. Parole violation, arm sling. Arm sling's actually based. That's a great item. I'm glad we got that. It's a really good one for the back pocket. We're getting there. 86 out of 96. 10 more to go. But yeah, no, stay safe out there. Have a good one. I'll see you on the next episode of World of Horror. We might have to do, like, another live stream just hunting for achievements, because, like, I don't want to do this. I don't really want to do that. We can take a hostage wearing a Tokyo outfit. Hold on, let's do that real quick. Let's just do that real quick. It's the Miku episode. We can do that real quick. House of Paper. House of freaking Paper. You know, you go customize the playthrough, you go to continue, you grab Miku somewhere, here she is, and then what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to hit continue, you're gonna hit the circle, always gotta hit the circle, continue again. Also, for those of you who stayed this long, we do actually have a kind of cool thing, is I've seen the masses on Reddit, I've seen the discourse around World of Horror, and weapon tier lists and all that stuff. I've seen it all, and you know what I have to say about it? Tutorials are necessary, tutorials are mandatory, I need to do my part. So, I wrote, not really a script, because I don't think I can read off of a script very naturally, or efficiently, or good. Whenever I try to read off of a script, it sounds wrong. So I kind of do this hybrid thing where I have, like, bullet points, and then I go off of the bullet points in order. That's what I did for the blue gem one, and I think that worked out real good. So the first thing that we're going to do is, what was it, 65% Doom? I thought it was, like, originally 80%, but somebody said it was 65%, I think. I could just be making it up. There we go. Intimidation value, 100%. So it's like you can get 3 of them for free, basically, at 65% Doom, but you have to spend Doom to go in there. Which one was it? Oh, you get extra ammo? Ugh. That is, not great. 9 to go. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye. The tutorial will be here soon. TM, trademark. Also, Kiwi will be making a guest appearance to apologize on behalf of the Webweaver estate for the weapon chart drama. It's really funny. That, like, Reddit thing was so funny. Oh man, that Reddit thing was so funny. Alright, stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye.